escaped and I came to London. So when I was 15, I was forced into a marriage. He caught me, he took the passport away from me. I was in a prison again, like with him, literally. It's okay to live not knowing that you're gonna wake up tomorrow.
You are a woman, you have to deal with that.
Yeah. I had a suitcase full of gold.
Oh, happening in Kazakhstan, in all the other countries.
Yeah, there's charities that supports women like this.
I'm going to
I
see
didn't
them.
communicate with them. With them.
Welcome to Let's Go Deep. My name is Somy and today I'm interviewing this amazing woman, Som'y Medani. She will be sharing her great story. Let's go deep, Som'y. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Yes, I have some CBD here.
Yes.
Now or later?
No.
No, this is apple.
Make me relax and just take everything.
Yes. I don't know how it works. I don't know if it's gonna make you super relaxed now. Now I'm gonna have an energy boost. Punchy turmeric and ginger shot. Ching ching.
I'm gonna start together. One more.
Oh, let's go back. Yeah. Oh. Nice.
This is so yummy.
Oh my god, now I'm gonna Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna sleep now.
So, Som'y, tell me that Som'y is a fashion designer from Afghanistan. Tell me, like, you're wearing this amazing outfit. Can you tell me a little bit about your childhood?
Of course. So my name is Somy. I'm wearing Afghani traditional dress. This is what my ancestors used to wear.
I mean, but it's very different from what's
going on right now.
Yes.
Yeah. So in the past, before the war. I was born and raised in Saudi Arabia. Due to the war, my dad had a scholarship and he moved to Medina and I was born and raised there. But originally from Afghanistan. Afghanistan is my motherland. I had a childhood with a lot of siblings. There is literally, I have 8 siblings and we're like eight boys and 5 sisters all together. Big family.
What do you mean 8 boys and 5 sisters?
So 8 brothers and 5 sisters.
I have 13 of you.
Yeah, literally.
13? Wow! I was so like, in Kazakhstan we have 5 kids. Oh, my granddad had 10 kids. 13 is like another level.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was chaotic when I was little, but it's so nice now because I get to call different brother and sister, different sibling for different matters. If I want to cry, I would call one of my sisters. If I want business advice, I would call one of my brothers. So it's nice now.
But back then, like, how did it build your personality?
Well, had to fight for what I want all the time. Even for my time with TV, I had to fight for it. So I think that's where my integrity comes from. Or like, if I want something, I go and get it.
Why do they have so many kids? Is it like part of their religion? Or?
It's just part of the culture. The more kids, the better. In my religion, in my culture, we believe like kids come with blessing. And so they just have a lot of kids.
Okay. Yes. Did you used to wear these type of clothes?
No. We only in special occasion because of course this is like a very like heavily embroidered and a very expensive dress, and it's only worn in special occasion. However, unfortunately, right now in Afghanistan, they're not able to wear this outside because they have to be fully covered because of what's happening with the Taliban regime.
Did you have to be fully covered back then?
Yes. I had to be fully covered, and even going to school, going outside the house. And this is why I didn't have a lot of clothing for myself, and my brothers always had more clothes to wear because of course they didn't have to like wear an abaya over it. Which was one of the reasons they were used to fight me all the time because I would steal their clothes and upcycle it and then just make a dress out of a t-shirt.
How old were you? So by the way, I'm wearing Som'y London Is it couture?
Couture, yes.
Made for me.
Yes.
You can wear it too. You can have to order it from her. Yeah. So when did it happen? Like, when did you start designing things?
When did I start designing things? I think I started actually designing. So I always used to upcycle my brother's clothes all the time and wear it. And
This is the beginning.
Get beaten up for it. Literally.
She's still alive, so not so strong, brothers.
I hope you guys regret it now. Yeah, I literally start drawing. I remember it was a couple of years before I escaped and I came to London. It was
before I escaped and came to London.
Yeah.
Now it sounds like a blockbuster. Okay, let's start from the very beginning.
Oh yeah.
What happened when you were 15?
So when I was 15, I was forced into a marriage.
When I was 15, I think I was playing with adults. No, I wasn't playing with adults. I don't remember what I did.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a reality that happens a lot in our country and where I'm coming from, especially, and it still is happening.
Really? At 15?
Yes.
Did it happen with your other sisters too?
No. Of course, they learned their lesson with me. Of course, it didn't happen, but it's not like they didn't plan to. They didn't try. They did try. My parents did try, but I think my sisters had, more awakening. They saw what happened to me, so they knew what to do, and my brothers as well. So yeah, they were a bit more lucky.
Okay, what happened? I think I'm getting a bit anxious. What happened? 15. Why did they decide to force you to marry?
I think a lot of it is related to money and power. Because my ex-husband was a very wealthy person and worked in the Afghanistan government back then. I'm not sure what he's doing in his life right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a lot of it was related to this.
Yeah, I know it's a very sad story, but lots of women would dream now to marry a wealthy man, not to work and all these things. What didn't you like about your marriage? I mean, 15 years.
One, because I was still a child. I had to literally grow within a night and I had no idea what that life was about. So you can only imagine the uncertainty and the anxiousness that I was experiencing. I feel like you're just getting, bless you, you're breathing heavy. What I did was, of course, if it was in any way, if it was an easier marriage, maybe I would be okay with it because I still was a girl who wanted to.
Of course,
every girl wants to get married and wear the dress
and to choose your own husband.
Exactly.
Yes.
However, it was a very abusive marriage, very controlling, very abusive, physically and mentally. I still have scars on my body because of him.
What did he do?
Beat me up a lot.
Why?
Yeah. Just as a sign of control, and also it's because I'm someone as well, I would fight back. Mm-hmm. No matter how strong you are, I will climb you and I will fight you back.
Oh, you're smiling now.
I know. I remember one of the incidents was, I was in Afghanistan. There was a fight. I don't remember what the fight was about, but his family was involved in the fight. And I remember I was like, I'm just going to leave. I don't care where I'm going to go. I'm just going to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing I don't remember, I just blacked out. So apparently he pushed me in the outside we were outside the house where his family, his mom, his sister, his brothers was there. And I lost consciousness and I woke up. And of course they couldn't take me to the hospital. They brought a doctor home and he was just stitching my scar without even numbing the area. Not sure, still see the scars here between my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was one of the nights when I woke up and I was just like...
How old were you?
This is after I had my daughter, so I think I was 19 or 20.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, this is not life.
Mm-hmm.
This is not... I don't know what life is, but surely this is not it.
Mm-hmm. And you had your daughter when you were 17.
Yes.
And your son after
I think I think my son was when I was 20, 21.
Uh-huh.
21, I think.
Yeah, I mean, having a child when you are 17, nowadays you meet a lot of people in their 40s. They say they are not ready to have children. How did you feel about that?
I didn't have the choice to be ready or not. When I tell you, I was just like someone who everyone would take decisions on my behalf, and I'm just there. Like even the whole thing about pregnancy, delivery, I had no clue. I was in the hospital delivering a child, and I didn't know what the process is. So of course it was a very traumatic experience, and I don't say this out loud often because I do care about my daughter. She means the world to me. But yeah, it was a very traumatic experience. I didn't want to see anyone after I gave birth. It was just a weird state of mind I was in. I still don't understand what that was. Yeah.
Yeah. And what was the point when you were like, I can't take it anymore?
I think this was when my daughter Nada had some sort of allergy and some sort of infection. Sorry, I think she had a yeast infection. And she was just using the toilet a lot and, being very uncomfortable with to wear and stuff like that. And my sister-in-law, coming from a woman, said something was super, super disgusting. She was like, it's because she's women, she feels like the need of, I don't know how to say it in a way. It's like...
Attention?
No. So when she had a yeast infection, she wanted to when you have yeast infection, she was itching private area a lot. It's because she's a woman, that's why. And my daughter at that time was only 3. Only 3. So apparently the 3-year-old was just doing it for fun. It wasn't a disease that she had.
So your sister-in-law said that she wants to have pleasure.
Exactly,
Itching,
basically. Yeah, a 3-year-old. I was just like, this is not it. This is not an environment I want my daughter to grow up in. I honestly didn't know what's out there. Everything that I had, that whole idea I had about that world outside, it was from television. Nothing else. I did not experience anything in my life. Nothing. No people, no friends, nothing. Bear in mind, when I got married, he stopped me from talking to my friends, school friends, my whole family, my brothers and sisters, all of them.
And you lived in Afghanistan?
I lived in Afghanistan that time, yeah. So I just, I believe I subconsciously just was planning how to escape. I have no idea how, but I was just trying different things, just spending a lot of time just thinking, how.
What were the options?
What was the option? So I tried once, which was a fail. I tried to book a ticket from Afghanistan with the help of his cousin. And of course he caught me. He took the passport away from me. I was in a prison again, with him, literally couldn't go out of my room. And then the next time was after I gave birth to Yusuf. He was a bit more relaxed about it because I gave him his boy. And, for a man from Afghanistan, it's like, yeah, I have a son, that's it, exactly.
Did he have other wives?
He didn't have other wives.
4, no?
He didn't have other wives. I mean, who would marry him? Come on. Surely no one would marry him. That's why he came for a 15-year-old.
No, but forced marriages. Some other, yeah.
No, I don't think he was. Not to my knowledge, to be honest. Yeah. I went to Saudi to ask for my family's help, and of course that wasn't an option as well, because from where we are from, being a divorcee, it's a big deal. You bring shame not just to yourself, to your family, that will affect everyone's life in the family, your brothers, your sisters, apparently.
Did you tell them that you were beaten?
They knew everything, but there is a saying that people say from where I come from, that it's your husband, he's your heaven and he's your hell. It's okay. Literally.
So how many women live like that?
A lot. Like I literally had my uncle's wife coming to me, and she's a old woman at her 50s, and she was just like, it's okay, Som'y, like your uncle beats me up all the time, so what? Like imagine a woman coming to another woman, just be like, it's okay, this is normal.
Yeah.
It's okay to live in fear. It's okay to live not knowing that you're gonna wake up tomorrow.
You are a woman. You have to deal with it.
Yeah.
It's your destiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So of course support from the family wasn't available, and then I just packed my bags and literally packed my dreams and took my kids and came to London and applied for asylum seeker here. That was 2016.
But so this sounds like like another blockbuster. What happened? Like, how did you book a ticket? Or how did you get your passport?
Yeah, sure. So I had a passport because I went to Saudi Arabia. So the passports were with me.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I didn't have money. However, where we would come from, like when you get married, they buy you a lot of gold.
Mm-hmm.
I had a suitcase full of gold.
Oh, okay.
I sold all of them
Mm-hmm.
in literally one night with my best friend from school, and she's still, bless her, I'm still in contact with her.
Mm-hmm.
And just booked the tickets and just came, and it was just so, like, it wasn't, it wasn't straightforward as it sounds right now.
Yes.
It wasn't.
That's yes.
Yeah, but I don't know where me and my best friend got the strength from and done it, and it was her brother helping us as well.
From Saudi.
Saudi, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
did you need any visas to come to London?
of course, but however, I had already the Schengen visa because I traveled with him to Paris before.
Mm-hmm.
So I had the Schengen visa. Me and the kids had the Schengen visa. That's what made it a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it would have been so much harder. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I'm sure there are lots of women who do not have a Schengen visa. I'm not saying that your life was easier. It means tough, and well done for you. Yeah. You are here today. But what would you recommend to all the other women who are in the same situation? Because I believe that it's still happening, and not only in Afghanistan, happening in Kazakhstan, in all the other countries. Yes.
I would say seek support. Like you will be surprised how many charities is out there to support women like this. I had no clue. But if you are watching this interview, do some research. Like back then, I don't feel like internet was that much like accessible for everyone, but now it is. So you can find charities. Even in Afghanistan, there is charities that supports women like this. Yeah, women who are going through a hardship like this.
So you're coming to London with 2 kids. How old were they?
I think Nada was 5 and Yusuf was 1.5. Yeah.
1.5 and 5. And what did you tell them?
I didn't communicate with them. I don't think I had that awareness that I had to communicate with kids. I think it was a matter of, I'm gonna die anyway. Let's die trying. And I was ready to sacrifice everything. And literally that was like a gambling. Literally, I gambled. And I came here. Of course, the government was super supportive. I didn't know. I mean, not at the beginning straight away. At one point they were threatening me that you're over 18. We cannot do anything for you, but we can take the kids for a foster family, and you can go back.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah. Which again, I think I had to just.
It's not an option.
That's not an option. We were in bed and breakfast for 6 months in a church accommodation.
So it's like you came to London, you went straight to the government.
Customs, yeah.
Like, how do you do it online, or do you
No, in the airport itself. In the airport, yeah. Straight away.
So you arrived to the airport.
Yeah. And then done it straight away from there. Like I heard stories and I kind of knew like the how to approach, and I told them like I'm here and I run away. I cannot go back. And how can I stay? And it wasn't an easy process. I couldn't speak the language, which made it really, really hard.
You didn't speak English?
No, I could understand a little bit, but only if you talk slowly. So it was just...
Oh my God. How did you do that? When you were 23, right?
Yeah. I still have my email back and forth with one of the charities called Shelter, which helped me with the whole housing thing. Literally, I would write in Arabic and then Google Translate it and then send it to her, and it's just hilarious, the messages between them, the emails
was so
between us.
bad at that time.
Sorry?
It was so bad, Google Translate.
Exactly, exactly.
So you're arriving to the airport with 2 children, 23, oh my God, you're a baby yourself. And you're going to the church.
Yeah.
How long?
6 months. 6 months we were there, yeah. Until I kind of like didn't know what to do next, so I started teaching Arabic online through Skype. That was a source of income for the longest time, but of course I needed to learn the language. So I went to the nearest college to apply for English GCSE. And that's when I saw Access for Fashion course, and I just felt like it was calling me.
So, and the courses were for free?
The courses were for free. And the course that GCSE was for free. Access for Fashion wasn't free, but I could have applied for a loan to get into doing the Access for Fashion. And I've done that, and of course they were just like, it was so hilarious. They were like, no, you can't do this. You need GCSE English. And I was like, I can't speak English. I'm just shy.
Okay.
Like, I'm just shy. I can speak English, I promise you. So I didn't have time to really do my GCSE English. So I would literally like pick up the kids after my college, go home, put friends with a subtitle, and just stop and then just repeat after them. And for the longest time I had an American accent because of Friends.
Friends who...
The show. Friends, the show. That's how I learned English. Literally.
Okay.
And then I didn't know what to do next. At one point, literally, my head teacher called me and she was saying to me, Som'y, like, just focus on your personal life. You're going through a lot. You can come and do the Access for Fashion after. And I was just like, no, I don't have time. Like, I've already felt like I spent 5 years in a prison in that marriage. I just want everything now. I wanted everything right now. And my determination and my stubbornness, they was like, okay, then let's do it.
So for the first years, first 6 months, you lived at the church. They gave food. You started making money through teaching Arabic, and then did English course for free, and then applied for a loan. Where did you live after the church?
I had an opportunity to rent a house, which is a decent price, was in Balham. Yeah. It was like the first house was in Croydon, and it was like a studio flat, a very small flat.
You already started making money yourself.
So for that, I left like for the past, I think, a year and a half to 2 years. I lived there. And then moved to Balham after that, and now we're about to see.
And so I might sound a bit mean, but why did you decide to study fashion? Because I mean, doesn't it sound too risky? I'm challenging you now. Okay?
It's fine, challenging.
I know you've been through so many challenges. So why did you decide to do fashion design, knowing that, I mean, not all the fashion designers make money? Why not a lawyer, accountant? So, I mean, maybe easier to find a job, or...
I don't think I was in a state of mind to think what's right, what's wrong for me. And when it comes to fashion, I feel like it chose me. And I loved it because it was a form of expression. This is how I was expressing about what's going on inside me. And it was a healing process for me as well. Like, I would draw in it, go in my own meditative mindset. And even as I always mention it, that, my designs and my collection is literally like a diary of what's going on inside me, what's going on within. So I feel like, I didn't know better, but I made it work.
Yeah. Amazing.
I made it work. I didn't know anything about fashion business, but I've done my master's in fashion business. There I learned a lot of skills, and then just being in the industry and just being consistent and working hard, you learn. Like, no one just starts a business knowing everything. No one starts, changing, taking another path in their life, coming with a strategy. I feel like strategies is there, but life is life as well. Things happen all the time, and you just have to.
Yes, I think it just sounds like, you create a strategy, mission, all these things, then you start making money. Life is like, yes.
And also, by the way, I wanted to study fashion just because I wanted to study fashion. I wanted to actually start working for other people and design for other people before. And then the lockdown happened. And the lockdown happened, I couldn't find a job. I had no other option but to launching my business online and just start using social media and putting my designs out there and modeling them myself. So when I tell you it chose me, it actually did chose me.
Yeah, it's just going with the flow and where the life takes you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
I've been super supportive as well. Thank you.
Oh. So, tell me. You came to London, and the UK government was very supportive, as I can hear. But it's not like, and then after that, have they lived happily ever after end of the movie? No. It's never. It's, you just have to make peace with your reality and make most of it. Being happy, it's a choice. That's what I learned from my own life experience. We're always like we're always want to like reach the next goal, be like, if I do this, I will be happy. If I have an X amount of money in my bank account, I will be happy. If I reach this success, I will be happy. I've literally learned it in a very hard way that being happy is a choice you make every day. You wake up every day and you say, this is going to be the best day of my life. Today I'm going to be so happy. It's yes, I agree with you. Sounds amazing. But then there are days when the life is shit. You don't want to leave your bed. You don't want to wake up, and you try so much, you try hard, but then everything is failing. Like everything.
That's reality as well.
Yes, and then what's the point of this life?
Yeah, that happens a lot. Like in the past 2 years only, I have been going through depression, and that's not, and which is weird. Like, everyone's just like, okay, like everything is okay in your life right now. Why are you having depression now? Like, everything happened in the past. Like, you're safe. Everything is okay. But I believe the reason why I was having depression in the past 2 years only is because finally I felt like, okay, I'm settled. My kids are at school, they're happy, I can provide, I have my own business, I have an amazing friend, an amazing support system around me. Now we can deal with the trauma.
Yes, you had enough resources
to deal with it. So it was just, I had a lot of anger, a lot of disappointment, and everything was just felt safer to come out. And it was just, so of course something triggers it.
Yeah,
something always triggers it, but it's not the main reason why you go through a depression. It's always because of your experience before, and it was a hard place to be. It's a very hard place to be in. I was experiencing panic attack at least once a week. It was the hardest thing I ever went through. The anxieties was really bad as well. I was just crying like a baby all day, and I just feel like I don't want to leave the bed. I was neglecting my kids, I was neglecting my business, and you just feel so bad about it. And
so did you feel bad about all this, what was happening now, or what was happened years ago?
Situation happened that I went through betrayal in my career life. And that betrayal reminded me of my parents' betrayal in the first place. So it just literally brought all the emotions and everything, all as if I used to have a flashback all the time. Never had a flashback before. In the past 2 years, I would literally experience PTSD. I read about it all the time, but experience it is literally so vivid and so clear. And you actually think that you're like, I was actually thinking that I'm 15. like in this body, but I'm 15. I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared and I'm helpless. And that's a really bad place to be in, feeling helpless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you tell that Som'y in 15 years?
Of course, I will do the practice that you taught me.
What is it?
Hug yourself. Tell yourself that, my name is Somy Madani. I am 32 years old. I'm safe. I'm in London. I'm in my house. That practice helped me a lot. To begin with, it just sounds ridiculous. Like you're just hugging yourself and telling yourself those things. But your inner child needs to hear it and needs to see it more. That, it needs to feel safe that, you're not that 15-year-old anymore. You're in control of your life. You take your decision for yourself and you can take care of yourself. The 15-year-old Som'y couldn't take care of herself. Mm-hmm. She couldn't take decisions.
So what helped you? Let's go back to when you were 23. What do you think helped you at that time to make the decision?
I think motherhood instincts.
Mm-hmm.
Just the fact that I didn't want this life for my kids. I didn't know what was better out there, but I just didn't want this life for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that helped me, and also like just a lot of anger. It's just like, this sounds just ridiculous. Why is this all people are taking decision on my behalf, and why? Like, I'm a human as well. Like, I have a brain as well. I can take a decision as well.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have to, take a decision what I'm gonna wear, what I'm going to eat, if I can go to visit a friend or not? Like small decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't make sense in my brain.
Mm-hmm. So do you think if you were not 23, but if you were older, you would do the same, or do you think you would be more scared?
That's a question I've never thought about it,
Mm-hmm.
I've never thought about it. Yeah. I don't know. I think if I was 20, if I was older, I would definitely do research and find a safest way to escape.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I would still leave for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would still leave for sure.
Because I think when people ask me, like, how did you do? I came here when I was 27. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. Like, when I was 27, I had more energy. I was more fearless. Yeah. So like, you don't plan too much. You just do it.
Yes.
So do you think you had the same? Or?
Yes. I believe like that. Of course, like I had more. I wasn't thinking a lot. I was just doing things. But also, I feel like, I truly believe that I am guided. Like, God, source, energy, universe is there to guide me. Mm-hmm. And I think with that belief, I was just like, I'm just going to go. Right. And he's going to look after me. Mm-hmm. And that really happened.
Oh, amazing. And what helped you? You said recently you were going through depression. Mm-hmm. What helped you? Because it sounds like everything's so great. Like on Instagram, we see this amazing Som'y.
Yeah. Yes. Gosh, what helped me? It wasn't one thing. I just had to do a lot of things to make myself feel better, because it was just a lot. It was so overwhelming. And one thing, I was like, I need to feel better. I need to feel better. I need to fix this. I need to fix this. Which in reality, I had to just accept it. I just had to accept and be kind to myself and give myself some grace. Like, you went through a lot, Som'y. You can cry. It's okay. What happened was not okay. Mm-hmm. So I think just loving myself more and just doing less, and then just give myself some grace. And of course, just surrounding myself with an amazing support, with friends who, when it comes to business, like you and Laila, how to push me when it comes to business. But when it comes to, dealing with my anxiety and panic attacks, you know how to provide a safe space. And I really appreciate that.
So number one, accept your state. Yes. Yeah. Don't try to escape.
No. Yeah.
Yes, because so many people, when they feel bad, they escape through alcohol, drugs, parties, sex, work, traveling, all these things.
Yeah.
Yes, you just have to be there.
Accept it and get the right help. You need to try a different kind of therapy and see which one works for you. I tried talk therapy, intense trauma therapy, EMDR, inner child therapy. So literally everything.
List of everything.
I was on medication for a period of time as well.
Antidepressants.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I tried them all. I think I was on an antidepressant for 6 months. It just numbed me. I was just feeling numb.
Would you recommend?
No. Take it if you really, really need it. I think it's a good break.
Yes.
Because our body goes through a lot of like trauma and a lot of emotions, and it's exhausting. It's good. I would recommend it to take it like just to give your body a break, so you can regulate your emotions and regulate your system.
Yes.
But it's definitely not good for long time.
Yes. So there is a book called Lost Connections by Johann Hari.
Okay.
Yes, so I would really recommend everyone who is thinking about taking antidepressants, read this book first, because I think it's not the option. Yes, but read this book first, Lost Connections, and then make your own decision. So do you think you are over it, or do you, where are you now?
No, I'm a work in progress. So it still gets to me, I think, but I've learned how to regulate myself. That's literally a skill. I think everyone should work so hard to learn how to self-regulate themselves, because it's super, super important. And
how do you do that?
With me, it's a routine. Starting, no matter how busy I am, I need to have a slow morning. That helped me so much. And also just before bedtime, some self-love activity, even if it's so small. Like I must doing that practice, of course. Like a mask, or just it could be just literally. Sometimes I would just order pizza and watch Netflix in bed, and that's an act of self-love that I do it for myself as well, and it feels amazing.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Tell me about the kids. So you didn't tell them anything when you were escaping.
Of course.
You were 23.
Yeah.
Nowadays we all know that we have to talk to them, explain everything, all the things. Yeah. But how did you explain them later? Did they ask where is the?
Of course, they were asking questions, and I had to kind of bring him back to my kids' life so he can see the kids. Which was, of course, unfortunately, a very stupid decision because...
Oh, so you met him afterwards?
Yes, that was just before lockdown, I believe, 2019. Which was a very bad decision because he ended up abusing the kids and hating the kids. So I was just like, no, you're not going to see the kids anymore. Sat down with them, explained everything. Yeah.
Weren't you afraid that he can harm you? He can do...
No. No, I wasn't, because I felt like, I'm safe, I'm here, I'm safe, we had a mediator, and everything was very super legally, so no, I wasn't really scared, but it was a bad decision. So I had to sit down and explain it to them. Of course, they both understand, they're both very proud of the decision that I took, and they see me working really hard, and they're proud of it. They're happy in their life right now. They both are very different as well, which is so fascinating. I'm sure you can relate. Like, you see different personalities in your kids, and you're just like, whoa, they were babies, now they're humans with personalities.
How are you handling motherhood? You are still a single mother. Should we talk about relationship or next time? Okay. I know I asked you before. Single mother, own business, which means unstable income, and the kids who are teenagers.
Yes, Nada is 14. She's a teenager, which she's literally closer to the age when I was getting married, which is I'm just I don't understand what was my mother thinking about.
Oh.
Yeah.
So how are you balancing all these things?
I think just again the acceptance that life has its ups and downs, and I believe my whole life I dealt with the uncertainty, that this uncertainty is not a big deal for me.
Uncertainty it is with this is
uncertainty with the income.
Yeah. Okay.
it's
you're immune to that.
totally, you know, like it's still not easy. It still gets to me, of course, but I'm just always working hard for a better future, and always trying to balance really well between working and my family life as well. We try to have our movie nights whenever I can. I take them out individually whenever I can, even if it's just literally for 10 minutes. Yeah. So feel really bad.
Do you have moments when, like, when they are ungrateful and you're like, you are a little...
Not yet.
Yes.
Not
Are
yet.
they grateful?
Thank God they
Good
are.
kids?
Thank God they're good kids. Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't have this with them at all. But I think it's affecting in reverse on my kids. Like Nada, she does not share what she's going through.
She's more
Because-
protective over you.
Yes, because she's like, you know, my mom went through worse. I cannot come to her and tell her that I went through. I'm feeling like this over silly friendship or silly bullying. That was something I'm still struggling with. Like, you know, telling her, you know, every struggle is, if every emotion is valid, you should come and talk about it. Yeah, I feel like she looks up to me so much that she doesn't come to me with her problem, because she thinks her problem is very small compared to mine, which is upsetting.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're getting there.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So tell me, what's your plan? What are you working at this moment?
Yeah.
Som'y, London.
Well, I believe I'm here to build my legacy. I want to build a legacy. I want to build a platform for myself where I share with people the beauty of fashion, the beauty of art, and use my platform as well to empower and, you know, encourage the younger talent and the younger generation as well. They just work together through empowering. I empower the women through, you know, offering the platform. I empower them through my designs, you know. I believe, you know, confidence and empowerment is something you have to work from within, but the clothes and the fashion, it makes a significant difference.
I think you are the walking empowerment. Like, just hearing this story, I think watching this episode, yes, it gives you hope that you can do it.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it alone. I think I have a great support system.
Thank you. Oh. Thank you for being amazing.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to do this. Yes. Do you have any last words to share with all these women there, girls, maybe who are going through difficulties in their life?
I would say try to provide a safe space for a sister who's going through something. A lot of times she might not need a solution. She just wants you to hear her out, and provide a safe space is very important. You know, sometimes people come with their problem. Sometimes they know there's no solution, but they want someone to validate their emotions. I think practicing active listening is very important. So that would be my advice for everyone.
Yes. And ask for help.
Ask for help, of course. Of course. The second, do reach out, ask for help, which is very, very hard. I understand as well. But you will be surprised when you ask for help how many people just show up. You'll be surprised. Yeah.
Okay, my love, good luck with everything you're doing. On the next video, we will be talking about Som'y London, about all these beautiful designs she creates, about the industry. She'll give tons of tips about how to become rich and famous.
Yes.
Stay with us, subscribe to this channel, and let's go. Hey.